What is going on, everyone? My name is HydroxideAnt, and welcome to my PGL Major 2017 predictions. There are 16 teams that will be entering this major. 8 will make it to Legends, but only 1 will win. So, basically, I'm here to tell you who I think is going to win. A little tidbit of information about this major is like the E-League major of 2017. This major will also be using the Swiss format system, which for the group stages will basically be a bunch of best of ones, and winning 3 best of ones will make it that you become a Legends team, which means you qualify for the next major automatically. So coming in those top 8 is huge. But unfortunately for the bottom 8 teams who will have to lose 3 best of ones, they will be eliminated from the tournament and will, for the next major, have to qualify the hard way again. Alright, so let's figure out actually who we have here right now. And the first 8 teams I'm going to mention are the Legends teams that qualified from the League's major. And those 8 teams will be Astralis, Virtus Pro, Fnatic, SK, Navi, Gambit, North, and FaZe. The challenging teams, though, will be Mousesports, G2, Big, Cloud9, Penta, Immortals, Vega Squadron, and Flipside Tactics. So when it comes to actually who will qualify as a Legends team come the top 8, I feel like around the Counter-Strike world right now there's almost a general consensus on these 5 teams, at least 4 of them. The 5th I think is very strong. So I'll name the 4 that I think everyone believes will become a Legends team right now. If these 4 don't, then there's something that went horribly wrong, because these are probably the 4 best teams in the world. We're talking about Astralis, SK, FaZe, and G2. If those 4 don't qualify as Legends teams, there's a huge problem. There's no reason that any of those lineups aren't good enough to make a Legend status. The 5th lineup that I think will make it to Legend status, who's plenty good, is Gambit, actually. I think Gambit's, under the leadership of Zeus, they have nothing to worry about, and they should become a Legends team as well. However, that is only 5 out of 8 teams leaving 3 slots left. So, I believe those 3 slots would go to Fnatic, Navi, and Mousesports. I think all 3 of these teams are good enough to make it. Mousesports looked really, really good. They went 3-0 in the major qualifier, and that guy from FPL, Ropes, dude, the young guy is amazing. Him and Oscar, and for some reason when Nico left the team, Dennis came alive. They don't have Speedy anymore, so yeah, things are looking up for them. And I think Mousesports becomes the Legends team this major. Since there's no real way of knowing which team's going to play which team, I'm kind of just going to give you an 8-1, and my number 1 is who I think will win the major, and number 8 is least likely to. So out of the 8, I think that Navi will not win the major. Navi will make it, but I don't think Navi is a strong enough team as of right now to be a real threat. I think they're good enough to be a Legends team for sure. That's hence why they're in the top 8, but I don't think they're going to do so hot when it comes to facing a team like Astralis, SK, or FaZe, or even G2 for that matter. Then number 7, in my opinion, is going to be Mousesports. I don't think Mousesports wins the major. I think they're great, and if this lineup is giving more time together, and they don't blow it up for some reason, they will be a force, honestly. This team's just getting better and better, and it's getting scary. And then number 6, I think, is actually Fnatic. Fnatic is an interesting team. I think they're definitely good enough to be a Legends team, but ever since Olfmeister came back from injury, he hasn't been the same, and you can't just blame a team's performance on one player. But I think that core going on there is a little off, and they're just not going to be winning the major. They're not a bad team in the slightest. I mean, being the top 8 teams in the Hall of Counter-Strike, it's not bad. And then that will lead me to number 5. And number 5, in my opinion, is gonna be Gambit. To be honest, Zeus is a great in-game leader, and he has some real fragging talent on that team. and just overall experienced players coming from Adren, Doja, and even Lou. All three of those players played together on Hellraisers at one point, and they've got a lot of experience playing together. And then Hobbit is a very good player himself, so they're a force to be reckoned with. I just don't see them winning the major. I think this is a team that, as long as this core lineup stays together, they could just keep qualifying and becoming Legends teams, but I don't know if they're gonna actually ever win. I don't think they will, actually. And then at number 4, I'm gonna put G2. G2 is an amazing team. They are the French super team that we've always dreamed of for the most part. When you have Shox and Kenny S on the same team, I really don't know what more you could want from a French team. I just think these last 3 remaining teams have a little edge on them, and they're a great team, but these other 3, I think, take them out. And number 3, this is a real hard one for me, because the team I'm gonna put at number 3 is my favorite team, to be completely honest. And if you ask me who I want to win the major, it'd be this team, but I don't think they will. Number 3 for me is FaZe Clan. FaZe will be my 3rd team. I love this team. So ever since they added Kerrigan and Nico, they've become such a force. I was just watching, a best of 3 the other day. They run, I can't remember the tournament, but Rain dropped 36 on Cash. They lost the game too, and one player, and that wasn't even Nico going off. Everyone knows how great Nico is, but Rain can also have those games where he's that insane. So if everyone on FaZe is clicking, if you can have Rain and Nico go off in almost every game, you still got talent like Kyo, who's always consistent, and Alu, who is either a bot or a god, so you never know which one's going to show up. But they have a real shot, but I think I'm going to put them at number 3. Number 2, for me, is actually the defending major champions, Astralis. Astralis, they're a great team, but for some reason, it's a gut feeling that I think they'll definitely come top 4, but there's a shot that they lose to a FaZe in the top 4 match, and if they do that, obviously they wouldn't win. And the team that I'm going with, that I think will win the major, who recently added Phelps, and everything seems to be clicking for them. They made the top 4 of the major last year with Fox. That's saying a lot. So I am talking about SK Gaming. I believe that Falling and Coldzera are both in a place right now. Coldzera is always consistent, to be fair, but Fallen for a while took a dive, and he just wasn't as consistent, and now Fallen is on. Fur is always good. Phelps is coming into his own on SK, and Taco is a consistent player as well. And I believe wholeheartedly that SK Gaming will be your PGL Major 2017 champions and win a 3rd major. So that is my prediction video. I hope you guys enjoyed my predictions. I would like to hear what you guys think as well. So please comment if you like the content, subscribe, have a good time. I hope you guys all enjoy the major like I will. I'm pumped for it. I can't wait. So I will catch you guys later. Peace.